everyone, and welcome to Vlogmas Day 9. For today's video, we are getting back to the book reviews, and today we are going to talk about The Yellow Wallpaper, and this is by Charlotte Perkins Gilman. This is an American classic. It was written in 1892, and it is a book. This is a reread for me, but I had to include it in one of my favorites of the year because it is still a favorite. It is a very powerful book, and I'm here to recommend it to you guys. So what I want to create for this spread is a collage of different scrapbook papers, and what I did is went through all of my scrapbook pages, selected ones that were yellow and that I thought would go with the theme of the spread that I want for this spread, and of course that would go with the book that I am talking about today. And as you can see, I'm just trying to put all the pieces together, see what goes where can I, it'll look better for the spread. And that's basically how, if you do any type of scrapbooking or collage making or anything that has to do with maybe like a journal, an art journal, or things like that, you just pretty much go through your papers, you move them here and there, you figure out where the pieces you want them to go, and you start gluing. And I mean, you make mistakes, like you can see here that I decided that I wanted this square piece to go under the yellow piece that I had already glued. But of course, I mean, sometimes you can fix it, sometimes you can't. It's all a matter of practicing. So the Yellow Wallpaper is a very short story. Like I mentioned before, this is a classic, and it was written in the 1800s. This is really short. This is about 28 pages. And we see our main character. She is going through what we now know to be postpartum depression. And of course, during this time, we did not know what we know now about mental health. And we see how she is treated. We see her husband, who is a doctor, treat her like basically a child, and isolates her in this summer house, and to get her to get better through rest and isolation. At one point, she mentions that she would like to go visit some family members, but her husband is determined to keep her in the house, and to a point that to keep her in her room. She is not allowed to do anything but rest. And it is just, I felt both times that I've read this, I felt helpless because I wanted to just scream, this is counterproductive. This is not how you get better from postpartum depression. It's just, or any kind of depression. This is counterproductive for her, and is just reading this and seeing her not able to get out of the room and not able to socialize with absolutely anybody except her husband. It's just a feeling of helplessness. So I wanted to add some of these scrapbook papers with writing and some of the washi tape that has writing, because in the story we find out that our main character is hiding a diary from everybody, and in this diary she's writing. She just feels like she has to do something with her time in this room, so she starts writing, without anybody noticing, and she's hiding her diary. And that's why I wanted to add certain scrapbook pieces that had writing in them, and then the washi tape with the writing, and then the piece that has like the flower paper with the writing. I thought that was the perfect piece for this spread and for this story. So I haven't explained the title. The title of the book is The Yellow Wallpaper. In this bedroom where she's living, basically, there is this yellow wallpaper, and in the beginning she says it's ugly, she cannot stand it, and she would like to rip it out. And with time she grows to like the wallpaper, and it's just like her mind, she's slowly losing her mind, from being in this bedroom locked up all the time. So she starts seeing different things in the wallpaper. She starts seeing another woman in the wallpaper and thinking that there's a woman inside, trapped in the wallpaper. And there's several times that she's trying to follow the pattern, and it's just, you can see how slowly she's losing her mind from being in this room. And that is basically why I wanted to add these different kinds of scrapbook paper, the different yellows and the different patterns, because I kind of feel like this is what she's describing when she thinks like, oh, the pattern in the wallpaper is changing, something is happening, and I feel like this is a representation, at least in my mind, this is how I perceive the book. Like this is how the wallpaper is changing in her mind, and that's why I wanted to add all these different pieces into this spread. I used the alphabet stamps to write the yellow wallpaper, and then I just wrote with just a regular black pen the name of the author, the year it was written, and then of course little things that I thought were important in the book that I wanted to keep in this spread and I wanted to reread later on. You can see that I made a mistake and then I covered it with washi tape. Washi tape is good for that. You can cover your mistakes with it. And that is basically it. That is all I did for the spread. Just added a couple of stickers that I thought would go well with it. Just bring up a little bit of color within all the yellow and the gold. An important fact that we have to know about about the author, is that she herself was suffering through postpartum depression. And I'm not sure of all of the details. It's been a while since I read about the author. I didn't get a chance to read it this time. I only read the short story. But she herself suffered through postpartum depression and then decided to write the story. This book or short story is now public domain, which means that you can read it online for free. Or if you have a Kindle, you can read it for free and using your Kindle. It is absolutely worth the read. I highly, highly recommend it. And I hope you liked the video. Thank you so much for watching. And this is it for Vlogmas Day 9. Thank you.